Hey guys, I'm gonna do a video presentation on my research topic, maintenance of critical hospital equipments. Agenda. Introduction. In introduction, I'll give you a brief summary which signifies why this research paper is important, followed by the gaps in the research paper and current scenarios. It is very important to know the current scenarios since what the current maintenance strategy is will show and depict the gaps which lag in the maintenance strategy. Then we'll discuss about the solutions and proposed research design arising from the hypothetical research question. Then we'll discuss on merits and demerits of the same research design and also conclusions and recommendation which are the findings from my research paper. Introductions. There are many hospitals and medical facility centers which treat patients who are suffering from multiple illness, disabilities, severe injuries and long-term diseases. So doctors and medical facility centers make use of these machines or in short medical equipment so as to treat them and heal it. There are many equipments in large-scale hospitals which need maintenance because they are used on a daily basis. There are infinitesimally small errors which account to their efficiency and their accuracy. The errors involved are mechanical error, technical error, input-output error, vibrational error, or human error. This would lead to malfunctioning and accidents or incidents which would ultimately affect the outcome of a patient's result. The functioning and efficiency is affected in the same way. Gaps in research. There are hurdles and discrepancy. When we say hurdles and discrepancy, we talk about the point of view of a patient and a doctor. For example, consider a patient suffering from ophthalmic disorder. He says after the treatment his vision is clear, but the doctor's equipment would say otherwise. See the contrasting view. Take another example. Say a patient suffering from arthritis disorder, and when at a stage he says that he is fully fit and recovered and ready for the discharge, but the machine does not say so. The contrasting view and the discrepancy arises leads to this gap, which are very much important to give attention so as we have to pay heed. At the same time, we are wasting precious resources. We are also wasting our valuable time and money, and also we are doubting the maintenance strategy which is currently instilled in the medical facility center. In Australia, there are three main maintenance strategies used in hospitals, mainly in New South Wales and Victoria. For example, they follow Fenco's maintenance strategy center, Weilong and Bayesian inference method. These can be further bifurcated into AMCs, which stand for annual maintenance contract, which are run by either the administration department, medical or materials department, in-house department, or it is outsourced. Only a few hospitals or medical facility centers support using outsourced method because it is very much cost effective. It is not cost effective, sorry, and incurs extra expenditure on the administrators. There is also a shortage of staff, unskilled lab assistant, clinical engineers and biotechnical engineers which look after the functioning and maintenance of equipments, which is very much essential. Solution. There has to be a strategic policy which would go step by step in a stipulated manner so as to not go awry. We need to identify and prioritize key elements, key sections which need utmost attention, and some other sections and elements which would follow the suit but in a later time. There has to be a maintenance standard and strategy which would give an institution its accreditation and follow same protocol. This would ultimately help in not only the patients, not only the staff, but also help in easy maneuvering of the management for the top administrator. It would also give a optimized expenditure, and also it would be beneficial to the patient's health and results. Research design. The research design has been proposed in 3 steps which have arisen from 2 hypothetical questions like how much reliable is our medical equipment, how much accurate are these medical equipment and machines. The step 1. Step 1 here is data collection. I have proposed a questionnaire, a survey which would encompass all the staff members in a hospital, right from ward member to the top management, which would ask severe questions on the functioning, on the maintenance strategy, on the cost, and also take their feedback and incentives, what is required for the what they feel is right for the strategy. In the second step, data analysis, will gather this data from the end user, that is the hospital staff and administrators, and we would use a software tool for the analysis. The software tool here proposed is MS Excel because it is easily affordable and covers all the ranges, and also less expensive because there are many softwares available in market, but they are quite complicated to use and also cost, and also we have to think of the cost in our mind. And the third step is result interpretation. The result interpretation is very much important because it is a real-time approach and gives the data collected and also provides us the feedback on the dependencies of various machines and the and the outcomes of the patient. So it gives a relating factor between the machines and the patients. The merits and demerits. This design is very much affordable. It is free of cost and anyone can analyze it. Anyone can use it. It covers all the parameters. It is planned, prioritized, and analyzed. Also a real-time approach. So it is what the need of the 21st century. On the other hand, we have the demerits. In the demerits, it is not feasible for all the medical facility sectors to use it, to avail it, because it needs a high level of cooperation. Also, because of shortage of skilled lab assistants, clinical engineers, and biotechnical engineers, this task is not viable to all. And also, in case of emergency, the maintenance strategy drops. The maintenance procedure drops, and it results in the downtime or failure time of the machine, and we have to incur other non-conventional approach, if possible, so as to not to compromise with patients' outcome. My paper focuses on a strategy-based policy of inspection and maintenance rather than risk-based policy, quantitative-based policy, and qualitative-based policy, because with time this is losing its strength, and we need to go with time. There are many times it is difficult to identify and prioritize the key elements, key sections, which can be only done with the help of a clinical engineer. Also, with time there is an advancement in medical technology, and also there has to be an advancement in our methods of maintenance. Hence, we should continuously encourage to improve our maintenance strategy. Thank you for watching.